Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are doing a full face with a single brand, and today it's going to be Wander Beauty. So if you're excited for this video and want to see how I got this look, keep on watching. Okay, first thing I did, put my hair back, and I think we are going to be starting on eyes today. So I'm going to start with some eye masks because we have a little bit of time. I'm going to let this sit on my face while I do my eyeshadow. These are the Baggage Claim Gold Eye Masks. I really like these. Once you have them in place, they don't slip around, and I really love that. And I feel like they have a really great texture too, so they're, you know, just slimy enough to stick on the face, and the other side has got this kind of like gold foil on it. So I'm gonna let those chill out there. So I actually have quite a few of the eyeshadows to choose from, and a lot of these came from BoxyCharm, and then a couple of them I got. So we have the Chill, the Off Duty, the Rush, and then the Seascape. So I will open these up just so you can see like the colors. I think this one is really pretty, but I feel like this one you have to use your finger for any kind of color to show up. This one is the Rush palette. I love about these eyeshadow palettes that they're all super easy to travel with, and the pan sizes are still really big, and you still get like a mirror on all of them, so I really like that about this one. This is the Dusk to Dawn. I got this in BoxyCharm, so it's got like a highlighter, a blush, and another blush, and I remember thinking this was kind of like weird because the pans are so skinny. It just seems like a weird way to do that. So I feel like there's a lot of wasted space in that one. So that's a face palette. This is the Off Duty. I actually like this one a lot. And then this one is more of a cool toned like purple gray, and this is the Chill palette. So I think today I'm actually just going to do kind of a little bit of a mixture. I'm going to try maybe Off Duty and Seascape. I'm going to try these together. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this, like one of these as like kind of a transition and lay down something in kind of the crease area, and we'll see how we go. Now one thing, I don't think that a lot of the eyeshadows are super like pigmented, and I don't know if that's like necessarily by choice, but I like that some of these you have to layer up a little bit more to get the color that you want. It's not one of those, like I imagine you're in the car, you're doing your makeup, and you want something that isn't just gonna be crazy right off the bat. So I kind of appreciate that about these palettes. And I know some people have mixed feelings on that, but personally for me, I don't mind it. So I'm just gonna lay that down. And then I think I'm just gonna go super simple. I'm gonna go into the Seascape one, and like I said, talk about that, the champagne one down here. I think this one's really pretty. I don't know if it'll focus on that. So I'm gonna try that just on my finger and dig that in and kind of, see, I think it's really pretty. I think that the thing with these, if you don't want to put your finger in an eyeshadow palette, then these may not be the ones for you, because these really are best on a finger. They're not, I don't think they perform as well on a brush. But if you know that going in, then I think you're fine. Right? I think that's really pretty. So I'm just going to use a brush to kind of blend that edge together. I do get that maybe as well when you're doing it with your finger, especially like if you have, you know, claws or anything like that, it is harder to get like a precise, like you're not gonna, I don't think you're gonna get like a super precise cut crease or something with something like this when you're doing it with your finger. But like for me, I think it's like a really pretty like wash of color. But see, like if I go in on a brush, even if you try and like swirl really hard, it doesn't really load up anything. So I will give it that, like, right? Nothing showed up. But if I do a color and I put it on my finger and then kind of go, right, there's no mistaking that. It's like really pretty. Ooh, it's kind of got this little shift of like almost green. This is the color Seafoam that's in here. I wasn't expecting that. I haven't used that color. And I don't mind, I'm just going to let it be a little bit messy, but actually I kind of like it. And I'm just going to go back in with that big kind of fluffy brush, and there's a color in here called Sand Dollar, and I'm just kind of run that right above. Now I feel like the mattes you can definitely do on a brush, but the shimmers you really need to go in with your finger. I'm going to go back into the Off Duty palette. I'm just going to choose this darkest color down here called Desert Island. I'm just going to stick more of a like more precise brush in there, and then I'm just going to go along the lower lash. Am I a makeup guru? No. Am I just someone who has a lot of fun with makeup? Yes. And to finish off, I'm going to go in with our liquid eyeliner. If I had to say anything, I wish that the tip was just a tiny bit longer, because I could see if you were someone who has really long eyelashes, it could get in the way. And you want to be able to get a little farther away from your eyelid. But this is really, really, really nice, and it's really black. And for my brows, I'm going to go in with the Frame Your Face Micro Brow Pencil. I actually really like this pencil. It does have a spoolie on one side. I do wish that the spoolie or the eyebrow one, either one of them had like a clear end on it, because sometimes I still get confused. But this one has a super fine tip on that, so it's really great for drawing in kind of like more precise hair strokes. Alright, so that's the eye look. I'm going to go ahead and take these little guys off and kind of just rub into the skin like this. I'm going to take a little of the Catch the Light highlighter and glotion. So this was kind of a unique product where it had like a little tip like this at the end where you could kind of swipe on, and then it had the actual liquid, think more like Becca, the First Light filter, you know, stuff that they have there. So I'm just going to mix a little bit of this. And as far as I know, I think they only have one color. It's called Celestial. I think you can see it's not overly like bright or shiny or anything like that. So I'm just going to mix a little bit in. And it's so that underneath my foundation then it can still come through. So I am going to be using a couple of different foundations. The first one is going to be the Nude Illusion, which is this guy. And what I like about this one is that it comes with this big giant doe foot. So it's really easy to travel with this. So you don't need to do anything special, get this on your finger. You just kind of literally swipe it on your face and then kind of brush it in. I will find that I think that the finish is really nice on this, but I don't feel, for me, that the lasting power has been as long as I would like on this guy. After, I don't know, 6 hours, it starts to look a little shiny for me. But the finish is really, really nice. And it blends in really easily. Obviously, you saw that. It was super fast. I don't think it's super full coverage. I think you can build it up. I would say it's, you know, medium high coverage. I would say if you had 2 very thick layers on, then it would be full coverage. And then I don't have a concealer from them, but I do have one of their stick foundations, and it's a little bit lighter in color. I don't know if you can tell, but my dog got a hold of it, and there's some little teeth marks on here. But basically, I'm just going to twist this guy up, and this one is light medium. I'm just going to put some underneath my eyes. This is super creamy and like just blends in really super easy. Go down the bridge of my nose, and then I'm just going to work that in. I think it's so pretty. Way back in the day, I did a foundation Friday on just this particular stick foundation. I still think it's really, really good. Okay, and to set all of this, I'm going to go in. I know it seems like, okay, but this is their powder foundation. This one is on its last legs, but this one is awesome. I really, really like this one. And I'm only going to set kind of like where I'm going to put powder and then where I just put down like that kind of concealer. Alright, so I got this. This is the Wanderer Trip for Two. Now, they have 2 shades of this. They say it's a bronzer and a blush. I feel like it's kind of like a highlight. I don't know. It seems like a very, very light bronzer, but maybe one of those things when it's on the skin, it's nice. I think my friend Linda from Glitter Fallout, she said that she thought there was no way that this was going to be like dark enough her color, but I think she ended up saying that she really liked it. So we'll go in there and give it a shot. They have this one, and then they have another one, which is the darker version. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some of this on. And you know, one thing I do have, I have another shade of that foundation stick that I had gotten for when I'm tan. And I could go in there, and maybe I'll do kind of a little bit of a, this is like the tan deep color, or more deep color. So I could go in there and kind of use it like a liquid bronzer slash contour, I think. So maybe I'll just throw a little in here. Just a little though. I think maybe it feels like it's getting a little deeper in the pan as you use it. I don't know. Kind of bring it down almost like a blush too. Yeah, definitely see color. Oh, okay. Okay. Don't judge a book by its cover, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna go in for my blush now. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. That one actually had more pigment than I thought. I think what I'll do, I do have their Glow Getter face mist, so I'm going to do this real quick. Now there's a lot of powder on my face. I'm going to try and bring it all in, melt it together. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, Next, I'm going to go in with a little mini lipstick, and this is in Girl Boss. This was in one of their like holiday sets, I'm pretty sure. So, but I think these are perfect for like travel or just like, honestly, who goes through a full bullet lipstick anyways? I think that's pretty. And then I'm going to top that off with this Lip Retreat oil in the color Skinny Dip. So this has a little wand like that, little doe foot. Ooh, pretty. I haven't tried those two together. I think that's good. Now I don't know if necessarily this eye and this lip combo go together, but you know, that's what I had. Okay, now next thing I have, this was from Ipsy, pretty darn sure. This is the After Hours. This was a little sample of one of their highlights. So I'm just gonna go in there with a little brush and, ooh, maybe I should do the Glotion first. Okay, maybe I'll do this first. I'm gonna try this little tip here on the top of the Glotion. And I'm just gonna go in, I'm just gonna draw it on, basically. And then I'll blend it out, and then I'll put that powder kind of on top. Oops, I need another brush, don't I? I think that by itself, though, is really pretty subtle. Now I'm gonna go in, load this guy up, and just kind of go to town here. Ooh, wow. All right, that completes the look with a full face of Wander Beauty. You guys tell me if you had any favorite products. I was actually surprised by that bronzer blush duo. I thought it was really, really pretty. And then, of course, like, I know a lot of people complain about the eyeshadows. I just think as long as you know what you're getting yourself into with you have to use a finger, I think it's really pretty. So, yeah, I would have to say, for the most part, there weren't a lot of duds in this particular thing. I do have one last thing. I can use their mascara. Let's see here. I have used this one. I've gotten it in BoxyCharm before, and I've purchased it, and it's the Mile High Club. And I like this one better than the Unlashed. And I just like that the brush is a little bit smaller, and I feel like it's not the best for like the most volume and length, but I find that I like it better than other mascaras that I keep trying. Now I have itty bitty eyelashes, so you're not going to really be able to see the difference with the mascara because I also have a pretty thick wing on. But, you know, if you've tried this mascara, let me know what you think about it. Alright, so now I am done with the complete look, and let me know your thoughts on any of these products. And if you're interested in any of these types of products, I will leave a link down below in the description box to show you where you can get it for yourself. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye!